Stay tuned because in a couple of minutes, I'm going to let you in on one of the best kept secrets in the Ford community when it comes to a Duraspark distributor. Greetings, fellow DIYer, and welcome to my video. So this is a Duraspark distributor. For a lot of classic Ford enthusiasts, this is the gold standard for ignition. Now, I know what you're thinking. The Duraspark distributor came out in the early 70s. So we're talking 50-year-old technology, and that's the gold standard? You got to keep in mind that the Duraspark distributor replaced 60-year-old technology in points. Basically saying that something can be very effective and work for a really long time and still be really good. Heck, there's a lot of guys that are out there still running points. That just shows that the point system was good and this was an improvement. What I like about the Duraspark system and why it's the gold standard for me personally is I don't have to use Ford's ignition box. All I do is use this as a magnetic trigger for my MSD box. So I'm using a more modern ignition, and this distributor allows me to do that. Piece of cake. The thing I don't like about the Duraspark distributor is this big, obnoxious distributor cap. If you haven't seen it, I recently did a video on putting a smaller distributor cap on a TFI type Ford ignition. Now, the actual distributor is basically the same size, but is a slightly different configuration than this. And so the parts are not completely interchangeable. This top cap is the same for the Duraspark and the TFI ignition, but this adapter in between is different on the TFI compared to the Duraspark. So if you don't want to run this big obnoxious cap, that's an easy fix. All you have to do is get yourself an old school points distributor cap. And now you have shaved a ½ inch all the way around and have less clearance issues. The problem is, this is a female connection and this is a male connection. If you've invested in a quality set of spark plug wires, you probably have at least $100 into those wires. And so converting from this to this is now either buying a new set of wires or at the very least having to change the boots on one end of all your wires. And that's a pain in the butt. I wanted a better solution. So I reached out to the Brain Trust, also known as FYI Ford, and said, does anybody know of a male type distributor cap that's not big and obnoxious like this that a person can put on a Duraspark distributor? And as expected, the Brain Trust came through. I received a post from a guy named Greg B, who basically told me one of the best kept secrets in all of the Ford community. In fact, there were a ton of people on this post that were like, I didn't know that. I wish I'd known that. And that is, you can get a factory type male distributor cap for a Duraspark distributor. Duraspark distributors were used by AMC for their cars, trucks, Jeeps, those sort of things. All those makes and models, the important one is International, because International used a male type distributor cap. If you look up a distributor cap for many of the International vehicles, you will find a reference for part number AL482. This distributor cap will be linked in the description. It uses rotor FD311, also in the description. And if we open up this box and take this cap out, there we have a small distributor cap that is male on the top. And changing it out is a piece of cake. All we got to do is pop the old cap off, pull the old rotor, and then get in with a pair of pliers, because sometimes these are hard to get to, and pull the second round of tabs. And remove the adapter. Now, we have your basic distributor. We install the rotor, and finally, the new cap. And just like that, we have installed a male type distributor cap on a Duraspark ignition. I can't believe this is not more common knowledge, because this is a fantastic way to make this swap. It's important to me to be able to go smaller because of my Frankenstein EFI build. The adapter that I made to allow 2 throttle bodies to fit on a 5.8 lower EFI intake positions those throttle bodies really close to the distributor. And having this opportunity to switch it out to the smaller cap solves any interference fit. As I said before, the cap and rotor are linked in the description in the bottom. That is an Amazon link. I actually checked multiple places. I checked Summit Racing. I checked my local auto parts stores, including Napa. And actually, the Amazon price was the best one that I found for a decent quality set cap and rotor. If you like what you've seen, please click like. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.